Hey, thank you for tuning in to another commentary by me. You can call me Jay, you can call me Grimmfiend. That's all pretty cool with me. But, ooh, this episode was intense. Very intense. Basically, Song decided to hire an entire team of mercenaries, essentially. Ex-military, a lot of ex-military, by the way, who he decided to embed a chip into one of his tooth that it even showed a scene where he had his tooth ripped out and another one implanted, another like root canal or something like that, I think. Basically, they had a tracker in his tooth, right? They went to this club looking for like the Squid Game people and etc. Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to get the games to stop. Now, I I want to let you know this now. I might be missing out on some things because I probably wasn't paying attention as best as I should have. I mean, I tried to the best that I could, but I feel like I probably missed out on some things. And then we have a new character named Noel. She's pretty hot, but you didn't hear that from me. If my bad, she's just very, very attractive. I don't know, I just really, really like women, but that's besides the point. I'm getting besides myself, Jesus. Um, Basically, Song was trying to he knew that he was going to get back into the game, so he was just trying to tie up some loose ends, and then some of the other characters were just tying up their ends and stuff by going, yeah, I'm really going to be going into this, so we need to get all of our personal stuff, all of our other crap out the way, and just, yeah, a little bit heartbreaking because especially with Noelle, she's suffering from the loss of her child, and I don't know, that just hit me really, really hard because this lately I've been trying to avoid just mellow out the pain of losing a child because it's just I haven't really confronted or looked at all of that as a whole, you know. And I hate that my ex-partner also has to deal with the burden of that for the rest of her life as well because, well, life happens. There's a lot of pain between my eyes and the character's eyes in Squid Games, but enough about that. That's a topic for another day. You boy. Basically, throughout the entirety of the episode, they go into this club, this rave or whatever, and like I said, they were trying to find the Squid Games people. Well, they came to them. They knocked out one of the guys because, well, I'm gonna be honest, why not? Literally, why not? They grabbed a taser and just went. It was a little bit funny. I couldn't stop laughing at that pretty hardcore. But then one of the other guards was just like, you. Well, he didn't point. He just walked up in front of him like this and was just like, yeah, come follow me. And I want to let y'all know this now. If it wasn't pretty standard by now, spoilers. Shocker. But then Sung follows them to this white limousine, and it's just like, oh, okay. And then there's this like piggy bank in the middle, and now keep in mind the mercenaries, and then there's also the ex-cop, right? They're still tracking them down because everybody pretty much has like a personal stake or grudge against the people that did the games and stuff, right? Now they're still tracking Sung, and things get a bit chaotic because as they're tracking them, the guards basically are posted up with sniper rifles, and then they also put a bomb underneath like their cars and stuff like that. They basically stop them because they're like, yeah, we know you're gonna try to kidnap. We already are 2 steps ahead of you. Like, that's not gonna work, dog. And then Sung and the front the guy with the black mask. I think his name is the front man or something like that. Jeez, I gotta pay attention more to these things. They get into like a heated debate about like, hey, the world doesn't work this way. I'm gonna prove you wrong. And then Sung basically just says, you know, enough of this. Just let me play the game. And that concludes their end because, well, Sung basically gets knocked out by some gas, and they basically say, player 456, welcome back to the game. It was funny because they talked about the Matrix, like, they were just like, dude, you could have lived in comfort, you could have been happy, you could have had all this, and then Sung is like, I would have never been happy, because knowing that you guys out here are continuing this, the hell is wrong with y'all? And then the front man basically says, no, we're just cleaning up the trash, and then rewarding those who are lucky enough, and etc. And I'm just sitting here like, Jesus, this really does go deep. And then we cut to Noel, who basically, jeez. It turns out she's one of the guards. That's when everything's really, that caught me off guard, because it shows a whole sequence where she's just like, oh, okay, she's registering into the game or whatever. And I'm like, And then it just cuts to her going into like this orange door or something like that, and then she puts on a guard outfit, and I'm like, oh shit. So things are getting more interesting and are really starting to pick up, because the entire antithesis of this episode is that they're tracking Sung as he's at this island and etc., and they're just trying their best to apprehend and stop these games, because, well, people die in these games, and very horribly at that too. Well, prepare for the next interview, because welcome to Netflix's Squid Games. No tentacles, just childish games where you brutally get your wig split. In the meantime, please have a wonderful day, and more.